Hello, Titans. I hope this message finds you and your family safe and healthy. I'm reaching out to you by video because we have some critical things to discuss, and I want you to hear me say it. So over the past 3 months, the administrative team at Legacy, along with each and every other school district in the nation, has worked tirelessly to construct a plan to reopen our school campus safely. We have literally created over 20 different arrangements, and it's been tough. It's been tough mainly because the primary focus is the safety of our students and our faculty and staff. We've had to balance safety and education through a pandemic. Wow, who'd have thought? So let's discuss the plan. Let me start by saying that at this current time, we will not look like the traditional Legacy campus. And while we pride ourselves on being flexible, flexibility is not an option. As a matter of fact, we will have to be very rigid with how we operate. We found that the best solution for our campus is to follow our testing day schedule, which means a self-contained classroom where the kids will stay in one room all day. The teacher's daily schedule is as follows. The teacher will monitor one classroom and serve as an academic success coach. Students will remain with one teacher all day. There will be limited movement in the building. Each student will be assigned to one classroom to complete their Titan.U online work. So that means that the teacher will ensure that the student in their assigned class will have access to resources, monitor students to complete coursework, manage an on-site classroom setting, and provide support and guidance regarding student access and academic achievement. In short, the student will stay with the same teacher from 8 a.m. to 3:35 p.m. Lunch, it will also be different. The Legacy cafeteria is closed. Students will have to bring a cold lunch and eat in the same classrooms. When the students are on campus, we have to focus on their safety. So each student will have to sit 6 feet apart, and they must wear a mask at all times. Lastly, to communicate with your teachers during the day, the student must set an online Zoom call appointment. Leaving their assigned classroom is highly unlikely. So because of the uncertainty of how the virus impacts people differently, we want to ensure that safety protocols will be followed at all times. So to ensure our students' safety and faculty and staff, we will ask the following from our families. Abide by the arrival drop-off times. School begins at 8 a.m., so drop your children off at 7:30 a.m. If your student arrives later than 8:15, they will need to be escorted into the building from a parent or guardian. Movement from class to class is not permitted. Again, when the students are on campus, we must ensure that they adhere to the safety protocols. Departure time is 3:35 p.m. If your student participates in the extracurricular activity, please have he or she go directly to their advisor or coaching staff after school. If they do not have an affiliation with the program, please pick your child up at 3:35 p.m. We will need to sanitize the school and prepare for the next day of operation. Students that show signs of COVID-19, they will be removed from the class and placed in a holding room. Parents will be contacted immediately and asked to pick up their children within the hour. We will have to limit access to on-campus extracurricular activities, as they will not be permitted during the school hours. And even though we've been able to provide a flexible schedule of athletic training over the past month, we will not have that flexibility to have sports during the academic school day while students are on campus, because there will be no movement in the building. Now, please note this, that if we have one positive case of COVID-19, we will require the school to suspend in-person instruction. Again, when the students are on campus, we must ensure that they adhere to the safety protocols. Now, currently, through our total program, through our distance learning, we are allowed the following flexibilities. Ability to control your academic environment. Consistent schoolwork and working from home where you're safe. Consistent educational programming. You have Titan.U and Google Classroom. Greater access to your teachers. and scheduling flexibility for extracurricular activities. So as some of you may know, for the past month, we have had students on campus for sports and extracurricular activities. But we were able to observe and follow protocols established by other organizations. We were able to watch the impact that their decision had on the students, so we knew how to operate under the required restraints. But as being one of the first schools to begin face-to-face learning, we will have to create our own plan. This means we will have to be very rigid with what we allow our students to do. So note that this is not what we want. We love to watch our students grow within our school concept. But because of COVID-19, we will have to put our students' safety and faculty and staff first. School concepts last. So please be on the lookout for an email survey requesting your final decisions regarding your students' return. As usual, we look forward to serving you and your family. Stay safe and always tighten up.